Hello everyone, welcome back to the TJOmega channel for day 1200 and I want to say 7 of the daily content grind. I now have to double check every single time. It's getting very hard to keep track of. But welcome. It's the end of the year. Welcome to the final video of 2024. This is what I do just about every year, I think, lately. I'm just going to kind of run down how the year went, what we did, what we are going to do in 2025, because please stay tuned to the end. We're doing huge things in 2025 you're going to want to know about, so just letting you know right now. And it starts with, oh my god, I need to refresh things. Oh my god, do I need to refresh things. I really love this Spark Chamber opening. But to be frank, it's a stock opening that I got done, I think, on Fiverr. You just pay a fee and they stick your logo in the middle. I just happen to think it looked a lot like a Spark Chamber. So I thought that was actually a pretty cool way of putting my logo in there. And while I do like this intro, it was never the plan. The plan was always to have a rotating set of intros. So it didn't get too exhausting, and that's kind of what I want to do now. I need to find some intro animators who will do something a little bit more unique and custom, especially now that I have the updated logo, which you can see here, which actually features my name and everything, because that's way overdue. I need intros that have this stuff on it. I need this logo to be on the introduction, so my name is actually in there. Which also kind of goes for the general feel and layout. I think last year I said, like, yeah, I'm going to be changing up all the visuals this year. Different shows will be having different tones and different overlays, so they all have their own feel to them. And, you'll know the type of video I'm going to do by, like, the color of the thumbnail or something like that. I'll be honest with you, I worked on and off on it here and there all year, and I could never come up with something that made me happy. I could never come up with something that I liked. And every time I do a thumbnail where I'm struggling to get what I'm talking about into just like 3 short lines and a thumbnail that barely fits the word Transformers across the top, yeah, it does limit me tremendously on what I can actually put in the thumbnail title. So I know what to change. I know how to change it up. I'm just trying to figure out how I want it to look and how I want the overall feel of the channel to be. It absolutely needs a refresher. We've been at this for what, 2.5 years we've been going with this layout, this style, like these thumbs. Like, it has to freshen up. Like, it has to freshen up, and that's healthy for a channel. So, this is going to be the year to do it. I'm still trying to figure out what the good look is. I'm still trying to figure out what it's going to be, like, the attention-grabbing in the way I need it to be attention-grabbing. So, I will let you know. Obviously, when it happens, you'll see it. But yeah, we will switch things up considerably. Yeah, I even need to update my scroll bar. My scroll bar below does not have my blue sky, and it's still using Twitter, which I'm trying not to use anymore. I will use it if there's something major I need to post, if there is something really important that needs to be said, but because I have a lot more people there. But for the most part, if you want to follow me on socials, you got to go to my blue sky now. That's where I'm going to be more active. Okay, but that's what we're doing for 2025 as far as just like this channel itself. I am aware I need to refresh things. I promised I was going to do it last year. Still haven't gotten around to it. I'm working on it. It's just a matter of hitting the right inspiration, hitting me at the right time to figure out what the channel is going to look like. Let's take a look at some of the things we did do this year that I was particularly happy about. For starters, we finally reviewed my favorite Transformer of all time. For the 1000th daily upload, I talked about Cybertron Optimus Prime. This has been one of my biggest requests for a very, very long time. It was the incentive goal to hit 50,000 subscribers, and yeah, it got delayed for quite a bit. I still need to set up, like, I need a subscription goal for 75,000. That's the next big milestone before we get to the 100,000. I need something to get you people to actually hit the subscribe button, It's absolutely free, helps my numbers out tremendously. You don't even have to watch every single video that comes in. just hit the subscribe button. Helps me out tremendously. I might need to start doing a preamble before videos. I experimented with like a pop-up for a while, like a little like subscribe reminder. Didn't like how it felt. So I got to figure out like how to get that across. I got to figure out how to get that to feel natural and not be too intrusive, but like kind of push how important it is. That's another balance thing I'm still trying to figure out. But no, it was great to kind of share this particular Transformer with you, especially because like a lot of people are thinking more Cybertron these days, especially with like Legacy United throwing a few Cybertron designs at us. There's like an upcoming Walmart capsule line that's Cybertron based. Good time to get that toy out there. And yeah, still my favorite Optimus ever. Still my favorite Transformer ever. Still love that figure. We brought back TJTV, and doing so reminded me why I don't do TJTV anymore. So, despite being one of my most popular styles of video back in the day, this did not do well in the algorithm, and that's the unfortunate thing about where I am at in YouTube. I know even this video is not going to reach everybody because it's not Transformer based. You know, you are watching a Transformer content creator, but ultimately, I know this is going to get algorithm buried, so thank you if you are watching it. Spread it to your friends who are TJOmega fans. Make sure everyone sees this. Like I said, important stuff in this one. But Vampires, that was one that I wanted to do from TJTV a long time ago. A friend of mine had a moment of like shell shock when I mentioned the name to her on her live stream, and she wanted me to do the video. I did the video. She loved it. That's basically the only way I was willing to do is like, oh hey, this friend I like really wants me to talk about it. Sure, we'll do something. So I did that, but it just devoured my free time, like absolutely devoured what little free time I already have. And I'm going to tell you right now, 2025 is going to be the year where I have no free time with what I have planned. So I don't know if TJTV is going to do another one. You know, for all that work, I'll be honest with you, I've come up with videos on the day I posted the video. I've come up with the idea that it did way more numbers and frankly did way more revenue. And that's ultimately what it comes down to. It's just so much work for so little result. You know, and I know it made a lot of people happy to see the format again, but honestly, it's a rough one. It's rough. We might try reintroducing it again with the Transformer series so the algorithm likes it, but other than that, we'll see. We'll see. But I'm happy for the people who remember the format, really like the new take on it. It's a YouTube-friendly version of TJTV, and it seemed to go over fairly well in that regard. I liked some of the new formats we've been doing. Like this year we did a lot more. We did a few more 5 bad and 5 good, which is a great way of like showing like a balance in the Transformers fandom. I don't think that is shown often enough. I think we gravitate toward the extremely positive, you know, because we want the feel goods, and we pivot to the extreme negative because we want the catharsis. You know, either way. I feel like the middle ground is missing, so I'm doing a few things trying to hit the middle ground, right? And 5 bad and 5 good is one way to do that. I'd like to come up with other ideas for what would work in that format. In a similar vein, I started doing the debate videos, which is one or the other, and how many times people just go, both. That's not a result. Like, by default, you have to like one or the other better. That's how this works. You know, I'm thrilled that there is a good reaction for this. It's great for like, you know, it's great for like interacting with the audience, and you know, because, you know, I will, you know, because I run a poll with every one of them, so you get to see the results every time I post a new one. I'm due to post one. I am due to post one. We'll probably do another one later this week. This is one of those where I would like love to have other ideas. I've got plenty on hand right now, but I would love to see other debates of like which of these two things in the Transformers fandom do you enjoy more, you know. So we'll see. I think I have the next one in my head right now, and I'm amused by it already. See, we also tried to do a few other different things as far as content, which of course algorithm doesn't like, but I like doing different things because, of course, I can't do this Transformer thing forever. Eventually, I will run out of video ideas. But we got to do a lightsaber review this year that was really fun to do, and it is a really fun object. We partnered with a bunch of brands this year, actually. So we did videos with YOLO Park, and of course, we've done quite a few with Blockies. And I want to continue the Blockies relationship, especially going into 2025. We're already talking about what to do next. Just waiting to hear back on that after the holidays wrap up. But I loved getting opportunity to do different things, provided they are things I think you guys will resonate with. I have had so many offers over the years with things where I kind of looked at it and go, my audience is not going to care in the least. You are just doing yourself a disservice. This was a cool enough piece, so like, yeah, let's take a chance on it. Let's just see what happens. But the big one, much more recently, getting to do a video for DXRacer. And you can see right here, like, I'm in my DXRacer chair right now. I didn't just put it together for the video and toss it out the door or sell it. No, I really, really like this thing. I tried to make the video funny. I actually scripted it and planned out a lot of the humor. So even if you are not a fan of, like, even if you're not in the market for a computer chair, I wanted to make sure the video was at least entertaining. And of course, that video does also come with a link. I believe it saves you a little bit of money on a chair if you are interested in a DXRacer yourself. Don't know what the results from that are going to be. So fingers crossed it does well. I warned DXRacer, like, I've done a chair review in the past. I don't think it did great, but I never got to hear the numbers on like what it did for like my sponsor link or anything. And they were willing to take a shot because I think they just kind of want to like spread it around the internet as much as possible. So you know what? Fair game to you. I did the video you wanted. I got a chair. Everything after that's gravy, right? But it was huge to me to be able to partner with a brand that is so big. This is the biggest brand I've ever gotten to do anything with, and I'm incredibly grateful for you guys out there pushing me to the point where companies like that are taking notice of me. That's a huge deal. That's a really, really huge deal, and I don't get that deal unless you guys are continuing to watch, continuing to support, hitting subscribe, hitting like, commenting. All those numbers do huge things for me, and I appreciate it greatly, so thank you very much for that. I went to Twitchcon this year, and everyone asked me, why did you go to Twitchcon? Number one, because I wasn't able to go to TFCon due to my work schedule getting in the way. But also largely because I wanted to see a lot of friends. I wanted to make connections with other content creators. And of course, I got a chance to actually meet Iron Mouse, who was a huge inspiration for me. If it wasn't for Iron Mouse, I wouldn't be doing daily videos. She inspired that in the first place, because if she can do and accomplish everything she does, despite all of her physical ailments and problems, what is my excuse? I don't even have any prescription medication, and I'm sitting around feeling like, oh, I can't do anything. No. That kicked me into high gear. That's why the daily content is going. That's why I am still grinding away. So thank Iron Mouse for that if you ever get the chance. I went to TwitchCon to do different things. I went to TwitchCon because I want to start doing different things. That's huge to me. So we'll see where that goes. But it was a great experience. Great experience. Got to see some friends for the first time. Got to make some new friends. Kind of want to go back again. Kind of want to do it again. But that's going to be later in this year. We will see how that goes. I started YouTube Shorts. Now, granted, these were things that Blockies asked of me, so it's not like what I would do for YouTube Shorts, but I'm working on that. I kind of think to myself, what would I do if I wanted to go into YouTube Shorts? And obviously, there's some ideas from my past that would work very well. Very well. But I'm also just kind of coming up with, like, comedy stuff. Because I haven't like scratched the comedy itch in my brain in a long time. Doing the review for the DXRacer actually showed me like, yeah, I still really like making funny videos. So I would love to use YouTube Shorts to just make funny videos. But I want to do more. I'm setting up to do more. You'll find that out in a bit. In general, I want to freshen things up, because I will acknowledge the growth has not been there this year. so I know it's time to freshen things up. 2025's got to be the year of reinvention for TJOmega. And part of it is going to be like the reviews, for instance. I might dump the random review format completely and introduce something completely new just to tell people, hey, it's not the same thing. Because I want to make them more edited. I want to make them more cleaned, more prepared, more planned out. You know, a toy review should not be, like, reviewing a deluxe toy should not be a 16-minute affair. I should be able to get in and out of that in less than 10 minutes. I really should. If I were to trim down all the ums and ahs, if I were to just, like, cut to just the transformation steps instead of showing you the entire process as I fumble through and actually, you know, present the thing that I'm doing to the toy rather than hoping that you can understand what my hands are doing despite the camera angle. In general, however, for now, Random Review is essentially off the air because the camcorder that I've been using to do my toy reviews for a long time now finally crapped out. I could replace the battery and it would probably work again, but frankly, that's just something in fate telling me it's time to upgrade, and it really is. It really is. That camera's showing its age and its issues a lot. I should be getting a brand new camera sometime in the next month or two. I've got a lot of things to afford, so I don't know when I'm going to drop the money on that. And the things to afford are going to be the major plans of 2025. For instance, this doesn't look like anything to you. This does not look like anything. To me, this looks like my future. This is a studio room. I am actually converting a guest room of the house into a full studio for me to do a lot of things I'm not currently capable of doing. My eBay shop is not only going to be back up and running, but it's going to be a constant. There will always be something there to purchase. I'm going to set up a small stage for YouTube Shorts. That small stage is going to be part of a larger stage where I can shoot larger videos. You know, I'm thinking, you know, if I can manage it, I want to do Plastic Addict again. I want to get that back into the rotation somehow. I said that last year. I want to this year as well. Down below, that's my 3D printer farm. I had so many people asking me about these little coins I produced for TFCon. These little cyber keys. Everyone asking me, can you do one from me? Can you buy me, you know, can I buy one from you? I would buy that in a heartbeat. So I'm like, you know what? I have enough 3D modeling know-how in my head that I might actually be able to just make my own design, because I can't do this. Can't do this. Someone else made the key design itself. I just put my logo on it, so I can't sell that. But if I want to, I'll be capable of that, as well as just anything else I come up with. So yeah, I'll be able to make my own merch and throw it onto the eBay shop. That'll be interesting. And then there is the big one. There is the big one. You have spent all year looking at this logo in various forms. And yeah, obviously, I missed that 2024 date. So this is a project that has been in the works in one way or another for probably 2 years. The first designs on it, at least, were about that old. And it's just something that I've been constantly working on, fine-tuning, looking for the right people and creative minds to partner with to really get it going. And it pains me that it missed the mark. I really thought it would be like a summer or fall 2024 thing, and then those came and went, and it wasn't ready yet. You know, these things take time, you know, especially when it's as big of a project and investment. This is the most I've ever spent on any of my video projects. You know, this is huge. So I don't want it to come up short. I want to make sure it's done correctly before you see it. So you'll find out really soon when that is actually going to be dropping. I just hope it's worth the wait, because I know I teased it at the end of last year. You know, it's been exactly 1 year since you found out about this logo, and you've been speculating, you've been getting hyped up, and I want to show you the results of that. So hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. But that is the year of 2024 for TJOmega. I think we did a lot of cool things, but I think there's a lot of room for growth. There's a lot of room to do new things, and I really do want to do new things. So I'll let you guys know when that happens, and obviously you will see when that happens. If you want to keep up with me, follow the blue sky because that's the one that I'm actually going to use. And for everyone else, thank you very much for supporting me all year, and I hope that you will continue to do so, as I still have no plans of stopping this anytime soon. So thank you everyone sincerely for a great 2024. I hope to have a great 2025 with everybody. And as always,
can you hear me? Good. We need to talk. You've been waiting a long time, haven't you? So have I. It's taken longer to reach your world than I expected, but the wait's almost over. You're about to meet the brightest star in the universe. And once I arrive, we're going to make an impact.